Hey everybody, this is Nick Mayhew, 3-time gold medalist and 3-time world record holder, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
Hey, what's up? My name's Grant Kanoki. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, and artist, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your #1 resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
What is up, everyone? Olympic swimmer Ryan Murphy here. Make sure you tune in today for my interview with acclaimed radio personality Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you're listening. When I'm swimming, I feel pretty free. In the water, you can't really hear anything, and it's just kind of you in the water. Swimming is what I do to get some silence in my life, and I just love the feel of the water and love everything about it. I started swimming in summer league when I was 4 years old. I'd swim every summer league, and I started swimming year-round when I was 8. When I first started swimming, I absolutely hated practicing. The only thing I liked doing was going to the meets and competing. And I think I kind of grew in my joy for the process and that improvement. I knew that I wanted to choose swimming instead of other sports because I got nervous for it. I would go into swim meets, I'd be nervous. When I'd have a bad performance, I'd get mad. And so I knew I cared because of that. Whereas when I went into other sports, I was a little bit indifferent to the results. I didn't care as much about when I performed well or when my team performed well as compared to swimming. So that's how I knew that I wanted to choose swimming as my sport. I think something that I've struggled in with swimming is that the best times don't always come very easy. Especially as you get older, it gets a little bit harder. And I think that's something that took a while for me to come to grips with. And so it was hard for me to work my butt off and to have a performance that was a little bit less than stellar. But I think one of the things I really like about this sport is that there's so many areas to improve in. You can improve in your capacity, you can improve in your technique, you can improve on your nutrition or sleep. So there's so many factors that go into a performance, and I think that's something that really draws me to the sport of swimming. I love going into the pressure situations and feeling that adrenaline rush and getting everyone's best. You know, like I want to compete against the best at the highest level, and I think that's something that I grew into. I think now I'm at the point where I really relish the big moments.
You just heard Ryan Murphy. That was done by Goldfish. I believe that's one of his sponsors. Ryan Murphy, wow. He's an American competitive swimmer who specializes in backstroke. He is a 4-time Olympic gold medalist and the world record holder in the men's 100-meter backstroke. I've got with us today Ryan Murphy. We're going to talk about all things Ryan Murphy, what makes him great swimming, in addition to what he shared on that Goldfish promo. So, joining us now on Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio, Mr. Ryan Murphy. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Stephen. How are you doing, man?
I'm having a great day, and especially to do this the day before my birthday, to have this interview with you.
There you go. You're going the ego early on in this interview. I love it.
Absolutely. And sharing the spotlight with you, which makes it so beautiful.
Thanks so much. I really do appreciate that.
So the video that we heard, that was done by Goldfish. Are they one of your sponsors? What was the purpose of that video?
Yeah, so one of my partners is Goldfish Swim School. They're a learn to swim a Learn to Swim Academy / school. So it's kids anywhere from like 6 months old all the way up to age 12. They're trying to introduce the sport of swimming to as many people as they can, and they bring me on to help with that mission. So that was something that's sent out to every one of their new swimmers that comes on board.
When you heard the video being played, what was going through your mind, and what were you feeling emotionally?
Yeah, I'm a really visual person. So like I was thinking of like past experiences. So I have like some visual memories of when I was 4 and I hated swimming. I was just sitting on my mom's lap for practice every day. I came up with an excuse every single day to get out of practice. And then I'm also thinking of like the summer league swim relays, swimming on relays with my brother, who's 2 years older than me. That's something that I really enjoyed growing up. The camaraderie of the sport. I was also thinking about the other sports. I mean, I think I kind of undersold how much I liked the other sports as well in that video. I really did love being a part of a team sport like baseball, soccer, and football. But at the end of the day, like I knew swimming is where my talent lies. And like I said, I knew that I cared the most about swimming because I got insanely nervous and I got really invested in the results of the competitions as well.
It was expressed by you to Marcos Papadopoulos over at Digital Journal. You had said it was really cool to win one of each medal, he admitted. It is really nice to have something in medal format to showcase for all of the hard work that I put in this year. And that was due to the Tokyo Summer Olympic Games. What are your thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I always say aesthetically, you kind of want one of each. I mean, in terms of like you put it on a table, having one of each color looks cooler than having 3 of the same color, honestly. Obviously, I would love to win all 3. But at the end of the day, like the Olympics is an insanely competitive event. So going in and being second best in the world or third best in the world, that's nothing to be ashamed about. And it's something to celebrate and to celebrate the people that put in a lot of effort to help you get there.
You acknowledged that you had learned a great deal, Ryan, since the Olympic Games, and in 2016, you were still an undergrad and you really, grown a lot in terms of confidence and being able to have, more of that good free flowing of conversations. What has that openness, that transparency, that willingness to be able to just allow yourself to just be you, how has that benefited you?
Well, it's benefited me in a lot of different ways. I mean, I think going back to kind of like the foundation of the confidence, I mean, being able to go and compete in the Olympics, accomplish my goals, that gave me a lot of confidence, not just in swimming, but in every aspect of my life. Like that is the first thing that I felt like I really went all in at. I put everything I had towards trying to be great at the Olympics in 2016, and it was my best meet ever. And so now, like I feel like I can kind of take that sort of commitment to the process and be successful in kind of whatever I want to do. That's kind of the mindset I'm taking everywhere. And then in terms of like being open, it's really helped. I mean, I think it's allowed me to relate to people a lot more. I think a lot of times people will see athletes and they'll think that they've got everything figured out. They've got it all together. And I mean, athletes are like anyone else. It's always a work in process. We're always trying to find that little thing to improve on. We're constantly studying the sport, studying the things that impact our sport, and trying to put it all together to try to have a good performance.
You were recently, last weekend to be more specific, Ryan, you were in Mission Viejo. What was your experience like? What was happening down there in Mission?
Yeah, so that was kind of just like our last in-season meet before what we call championship season. So it was fun. It was a little age group meet, so a lot of younger kids, a lot of 18 and unders running around, and it's cool to go to meets like that. I think when you turn professional in the sport, you have the opportunity to go to these really put together meets where you're only competing against the best people in the world. And that's all good and great, but I think it's important to be reminded of what it was like to swim in high school, and be reminded of some of the feelings you had at that point, and be reminded that you're a really good athlete too, because these kids kind of treat you like you're a hero. They're asking for pictures every chance they can, and it's a lot of fun to kind of be reminded of that as well.
You're 26. Have you ever given consideration to the fact that you've accomplished what you've accomplished in a way that seems to be very early in your life and in your career?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think I did have early success in the sport. And I think there's a lot of things that come with that. I think a lot of people will touch on the pressure that comes with that. And I'm someone, and this is so cliche, but it's something that I think it's Joe Madden. He was formerly the manager of the Cubs. He said, "Pressure is a privilege," and it really is. I mean, pressure means that people care about what you're doing and how you do it, and they want to see more of it. So I've always had that sort of fire myself. Like, I'm always trying to improve. I really do work hard. I've definitely progressed from that 4-year-old that didn't want to practice at all. Like, now, I mean, I can bury myself into a hole in practice, and I love that process. So there is a lot that goes with it, but it's something that I think I've grown into, and now I really do enjoy that sort of added pressure.
I know you and I have spoken personally behind the scenes, and I made references that you're ready for TV. I can see you on TV. I think you would be great for TV and film. What were your thoughts when I had said that to you? Because I kind of got, the vibe like maybe that wasn't suggested to you before.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always been someone who's pretty humble. Like, I don't necessarily view myself as someone that can garner the amount of attention necessary to be successful on TV. That's like my honest thought process there. And so hearing someone like you say that you're established in the industry, you kind of know what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, that's another little confidence boost that I got there. So it's something that does sound pretty cool. If it's the right opportunity, I'd be down to do it. But yeah, it's not something that I can say I've really thought that much about.
When we look at how emotionally and mentally strong you have to be and resilient, do you believe that you've acknowledged or understood any sort of having of limitations, or have you really been so focused and honest with yourself that they never had presented themselves? You didn't feel like you needed to address anything, whether it's, anxiety of competition or pre-jitters or, thought of, you could have done better, you should have done better, or anything different. Have you been at peace, or has there been like some tension or stress or anxiety that goes with being a champion in this sport?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I think one of the things that I'm constantly fearful of is I'm fearful of being underprepared. And that manifests itself throughout the entire season, where I'm always thinking, it's like, okay, I'm 8 weeks out of a big meet. What can I do now to get myself a little bit better? Is my nutrition on point? Is my sleeping on point? Is the recovery? Is the technique? Am I in good enough shape? Those are questions that run through my head every single day. But I kind of think that's what makes me good too. So it is definitely, there's a level of anxiety there that I know. I've never been like diagnosed with it, but I know that I'm anxious about having a poor performance. And so that manifests itself. I am getting after it every single day. I wake up with a sense of urgency every day. And so I think I've reframed it in a way that's, I mean, maybe not totally healthy, but for me, I view it as a good reframe.
And you could consider it possibly stress. I mean, stress can be good. Once again, stress. It sounds to me that is, I don't want to use the word normal, it's part of the process.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you asked most swimmers, they would say that they're fearful of having a bad performance. And I think you kind of have to go to that place throughout the season to make sure that you're training hard enough to be prepared at the end of the year.
Any upcoming projects? Any, you thinking about doing a book? Or you preparing for any more championships or tournaments coming up?
Yeah. So in the pool, we have world championship trials in about a little bit less than 3 weeks. So that's going to be really exciting. That's kind of a similar qualification process to the Olympics. So if you're top 2 in your race, you qualify for Worlds. World Championships will be June 18th through 25th in Budapest. So hopefully that stays on the calendar. That one's been moved around a little bit. So those are the things in the pool. Outside of the pool, I'm working on some projects. I can't talk about them just yet, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes outside of the pool that I'm really excited about.
Good. No, I appreciate what you can share, and we're going to get you back on more often than not to talk about and to share when you can. And what I would like to do right now is, where is it here? We're going to go into doing something fun. When I had the opportunity, Ryan, to interview Bobby Fink, Marcos did something awesome, and he did rapid fire questions. And I saw that he did not do that with you. So you want to do that today?
Oh yeah. Let's do it. I honestly, when you started that statement, I thought you were about to ask me to sing "Happy Birthday" to you.
You know what? You are more than welcome to, my friend. All right. So waffles or pancakes?
Oh, that's pancakes.
Okay. Why? I have to know why.
I think sometimes the waffles are a little bit too fluffy. So I kind of like that the pancakes are a little bit more thin.
Okay. City living or country living?
Oh, I think city living.
More action, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm always, the same. My brain is always moving. And so, like, I kind of like to be around movement all the time.
All right. Bath or shower?
Shower. Okay.
Because if you did the bath, I was going to ask bubbles or gel. So, but you said
oh
shower.
My god! if I do a bath, it's an ice bath, so I'm like kind of scarred from the bath.
Okay. Soda or coffee?
Coffee.
All right. Do you drink coffee often?
I do every day now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, I got an espresso machine. I'm big on espresso now. Espresso is where it's at.
All right. Curly fries or normal fries?
Curly fries.
All right. What would you have on them? Are you one with ketchup or mayonnaise? The whole mayonnaise idea I don't understand.
I'm just ketchup.
Ketchup. Okay. People do eat ranch dressing, French dressing, mayonnaise with French fries, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the milkshake topping, basically, with people that dip them in the milkshake. Ooh. I've never understood that one either.
Wow. Okay. Rain or snow?
Ooh, I would say rain. I'm a total klutz in the snow. I grew up in Florida, so I just never experienced it. If I go to the snow now, like I'll show up wearing like Vans or something, and I'll just be slipping everywhere.
Burgers or tacos?
Burgers.
All right. Last one, and I really like this one. And Bobby gave an impressive answer, and I have a feeling you're going to as well. Money or fame?
Oh, that's a tough one. God, oh man. I would probably prefer money. I think because you think about it this way. So if you're Tom Brady or LeBron James, you can't go to the grocery store. Like you can't. There's so many things you can't do because you're so famous. Where you could be really, really rich and no one will know who you are. You could do all of the normal things that you like to do. So I'm going to go with money on that one.
Okay. And you know what? We're going to do one more. Why not? Let me see. What do I want to do? Here we go. Skydiving or scuba diving?
Oh man, I'd be real scared for both of those. I'll go with scuba diving, and I'm gonna do a disclaimer. I'm only scuba diving if the water is like insanely clear.
Agree.
Because I find the open ocean terrifying.
And not seeing your feet through water as well.
Yeah. Like I could never do open water swimming. Some people do that, and it's just like I would be scared the entire time.
Well, I trust that. I hope one day, and you do get the opportunity in the water of your dreams. And Ryan, thank you. Thank you for being part of my birthday weekend. Thank you for being with us here on Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Ooh, I'll give a shout out to my family. So I got an older brother, older sister, and then my two parents. My brother's in Colorado, my sister's in Chicago, and my parents are in Jacksonville, Florida.
And I would take it the go-to of social media would be what? Are you most popular and fluent on TikTok, Instagram?
Ooh, so I mean, I have the most followers on Instagram. I honestly enjoy Twitter the most.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, you kind of like curate your news, and I mean, I'm interested in so many like random topics that I just get news on all these random topics on Twitter, and I love it.
That is the first, especially from someone, I believe you are a Gen Z and you're into Twitter.
Yeah, I know. And
awesome.
Now Elon's basically owns Twitter, which it will be interesting.
But you know what? It is fun to use. I mean, if you've got a platform that you can, in my opinion, have free marketing and advertising and to build your reputation the way you want to build it, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
For all things Ryan Murphy, you can go to ryanmurphy.com, head on over to his Instagram, his Twitter, and Ryan Murphy. He's an American competitive swimmer who specializes in backstroke. He is a 4-time Olympic gold medalist and a world record holder in the men's 100-meter backstroke. So with all of this and happening and more, Ryan, thank you again for being with us on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio, my friend.
Awesome. Really appreciate the time. And happy birthday.
Thank you. I mean, what was that? You were singing what now, Ryan?
Yeah. You don't want to catch me singing on the air. That's what people tune up.
When I'm coming to celebrate with you, coming to one of your live events, I'll look forward to it. That then.
Yeah.
Your Instagram is, I believe it's Ryan_F_Murphy, right?
Exactly. There's so many Ryan Murphys. You have to get creative with where the spaces are.
Were you bothered by all the underscores you have to use?
I mean, I don't have to type it in ever anymore, so it's fine with me. But I'm sure people trying to look me up get annoyed.
You're doing really good. 26.6K followers. You're following 528, and your content's very, very good on here.
It's all Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, it is like a regular press media page. You really have done well with this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Ryan, thanks again for being with us on Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Tune in to all things Power 98.5 and Live on Air with Stephen Cuoco on power985.com. Download the iOS or Android app. You can tune in and listen 24/7 on Alexa or on any of the other streaming platforms such as StreamIt, Live Radio FM, MyTuner, Streama. The list goes on and on. And don't forget, remember, when you go to power985.com, click the bottom tick in the bottom right-hand corner. You can comment, share your thoughts, send comments of your favorite guest and more. Ryan, it's been a beautiful day with you, my friend.
Awesome. You have a good one.
You too. Stay on the line, and I'll be with you in one moment. Thanks again. Have a great weekend. It's my birthday tomorrow, Saturday, April 9th. Much love and gratitude, and just feeling very, very overwhelmingly happy of the love and support by everyone within my close circle, and to my listeners and everyone who's been very supportive throughout my entire career. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.